Hey guys, Troy here. Want to go through how I'm using the remote for the Kemper so far. Anyways, I know as I go through this journey, things are going to change and I'm going to learn more about how it works and all that stuff. But for now, this is what I found works best for me. So we'll use King of My Heart by Bethel as an example of how I'm approaching setting up the remote for each song. And the first thing I'm thinking about is not getting crazy with the available presets. So just because I have 5 available settings, my goal is not to fill those up because I'm not a fan of the spillover. So when you switch from one preset to another, I don't believe at this time the Kemper allows for enough of the previous preset sound to spill over to the next. I think it cuts it off too fast. So I'm trying to switch presets the least amount of times possible. That's what I'm thinking about, number one. And then I'm also keeping a general consistency amongst all the performances that I'm setting up, so all the songs that I'm setting up. Namely that if I have delay and reverb, which I always do, they're going to go here and here. If I am going to add some sort of boost, it's going to be here. If I'm going to add some sort of modulation effect, it's going to be here. Those are the decisions that I made to kind of keep everything sort of straight in my head. And then the other thing that I'm doing is I'm also making sure that the swell preset is always in slot 5. That way I never have any guessing to do about where my swell setting is going to be. Makes it really easy to get to, of course, and kind of keeps my head straight when I'm playing during the worship times. So for King of My Heart, for example, what I'm going to do on this one, my basic verse, as you can see, tone is going to be there. So I have the So that's the basic verse setting on that. Now, when I get to the chorus, that's how I'm going to demonstrate how I'm using the morph feature on the remote instead of on an expression pedal. So the chorus part, say I click to the chorus and I have a boost on, so that's the boost section that I was talking about. And it's still pretty wet. The delay is pretty evident. The reverb is bright, so it sounds like this. And then when I want to go into the swell section, of course, I have swells ready to go. But I'll demonstrate now how fast the spillover is. I think it kills it way too fast, but hopefully they'll work on that. But anyways, the morph function, what I'm doing here is, instead of making a completely new section for the bridge, I just think of what do I want to accomplish with, if I were to change presets, what am I trying to accomplish by doing that? And from the chorus to the bridge of King of My Heart, all I'm trying to do really is bring down the delay mix and change the reverb from a bright reverb to a more tame, I don't want to say dull, but lack of brightness, I guess, for reverb. So what I did is you click this button and that morphs it. So then I click the button, make the necessary changes to the preset on the Kemper. So bring down the delay mix, bring down the reverb mix, and darken it up a bit. And now I just click that button. Now what I like about this is it has what's called rig fade out, and I think it's crossfade. Let me check real quick. It's called, rise time and fall time. And what that is it is allowing you to adjust how fast or slow it changes from the preset. So let's go back to the chorus. I'll just So there, see the difference? Took the reverb way down and darkened the reverb up, took it down, took the delay down as well, but it wasn't a very abrupt change. So we'll go back to the chorus. Now when it's bridge time, throw on an overdrive here, click this on, I have that kind of drier tone ready. As opposed to this sound, which is kind of going to splash all over the place. Now, once it gets into the end part, at our church, I don't actually play the hook that goes underneath the vocal melody at the end. The "You're never gonna let." I don't play that part. But if I were, I'd want to get back to more of that wet reverb style. So instead of again making a preset to change that, I like the way the rise and fall time is on this, so I'll just morph it back down. So that would be something like. So you get the idea there. All right, so that's how I'm using the remote for right now. If you know anything that I don't that would be helpful, please feel free to comment below. Otherwise, I hope that's helpful for you as you're making your transition maybe from a full-out pedal board to utilizing more of the delay and reverb in your Kemper via the Kemper remote. As always, guys, it's a pleasure to do this for you. Hoping that you guys are getting some use out of these videos still. And just want to keep the main thing all the time. So it's about Jesus. It's about what he's done for us. It's about the fact that it's a privilege to play guitar in church and to lift his name high by doing so. Just always want to make sure we keep that perspective that as Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15:3, it says, I bring to you as of first importance that Jesus Christ was crucified and was raised again on the third day according to Scripture. It's an amazing truth, and we got to keep that in mind because that's why we do this. So we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.